Hi everyone, today is Children's Day, and on Children's Day we are launching the next part of ChessPa Books. So firstly, for all those who are not aware, last year on Children's Day, that was on 2022, we had launched ChessPa in Chess Adventure Park, a children's chess book. And here if you see, it was an entirely beautifully illustrated book with the main character being ChessPa, and with very nice lines given here which could be read out to the little kids, and in that way they could be made to fall in love with chess. So that was the idea, that we could build a culture of chess from a very young age, and that kids and parents would have a resource where they could introduce them to chess when they were as young as, let's say, a year old or a couple of years old, and so on. So in that entire year we sold close to 2000 books. There were a lot of feedbacks that we got, there were a lot of reviews that we received, and from that we understood that what people really wanted next is activity, that the kids could indulge in some form of activity that would strengthen their understanding of whatever they were learning from this main ChessPa book. Like, you know, there are 32 pieces here, or in that sense, you know, there's a white army, there's a black army, how the pawns move, how the knights move, and all of that they do learn, but is there some way to reinforce that? And so, keeping that in mind, we decided that this Children's Day we will launch the 3 activity books of ChessPa. So these are 3 ChessPa activity books. Level 1, this one is level 2, and level 3. And these 3 books cover basically right from the basics of chess, on how each piece is called, to how they move, and also the advanced rules of chess like castling, en passant, pawn promotion, and so on. Just to give you an idea of how creatively we have made these books. By the way, these books are still work in progress. Some of the things are being fine-tuned, they are at the printer, so these are the initial copies, so there could be some difference in the final product, but the idea is, like for example, the kids have to color this here in this book number 1. Then look at this, let's meet the rook. So you color this rook, then how many white rooks are there in the game of chess? Circle the correct number. How many black rooks are there in the game of chess? Circle the correct number. So they can circle here, and it said R is for rook. So in this way, with every sheet you get to know a different piece here.
From a 3-year-old perspective.
From a 3-year-old perspective, yes. It's for very young kids at 3 years old, and our idea is to make this available, this book, for nursery kids, you know, who are 3 years old. Then you move on to the second level, which is the activity book here. And when you look at the second level, it is a little bit more interesting, because then you go to value of chess pieces, and here you can see they have to move on the dotted line, so they should trace it, they should know the numbers, and then the value of pieces they learn in this book, they then have to now say, okay, the queen is worth 9 points, so join these here. And so in very creative ways we have made many different things. In fact, one of my favorite ones is, of course, you know, the knights eating strawberries here, or you know, the maze through which the knight has to reach the final place. And there are many creative ideas, like coloring this sheet through different colors and so on. So this one is for 4+, that's what we recommend. And the last book is the 5th book. This is the most complicated book, because imagine that a 5-year-old kid has to learn the concepts of castling, en passant, and so on. And in this, what we decided is, let's say for example, on the 3rd book, it's a very interesting concept here. For example, the knight is worth 3 points, pawn is worth 1 point, so it's 4, while the rook and pawn is worth 5 plus 1, 6. So which side has higher value of pieces, black or white, and then they tick. So in this, they learn mathematics, they learn how to compare two values, and also they learn what is the value of each piece. So this becomes quite a comprehensive
With
way.
parental guidance, very important.
Yes, with parental guidance. Then there is notations here, very creatively done, like the knight can move here, there's a ball, so they learn knight c3, they have to write the other notations, and it's done in a way that it's not too tough nor too easy, it's challenging. And so this book has many concepts, and the concept of castling and all is also taught in a very nice way. Now what we've tried to do is just say, okay, this level 1 is for 3-year-olds, level 2 is for 4-year-olds, level 3
3.5 also.
yes, level 3 is for 5-year-olds. That's what we have suggested, but sometimes kids can learn very quickly.
Sometimes kids are talented.
Yeah, and for example, this book they can finish within a few days, and then they can move on to second book, and if that is happening, then you know that your kids are very talented, and you may want to go for training, a personal trainer or some academies and so on.
Would you say, Sagar, before 4 years old, if they solve all 3 books, they should write to ChessBase India?
Yeah, for sure. Please write to us. We would love to know. And there's also a sticker sheet that we've built here. So if you order all the 3 books, you get this with it, and then you can remove a sticker, and for anything that's done correctly, you can place it here. So the kids know that they have done it well. So one of the things we want to do with this activity books, of course, is that you can buy it and work at home. But also, if it's in nurseries or in schools, we would like to introduce it as a syllabus. For example, let's say in the nursery, they all get the ChessPa book, and then they are taught maybe a page out of it, they are read, and then they're given one sheet every week. And then they can actually do that and solve it and take it home and work with their family. So each year there will be 26 sheets, and that represents this one level book. And that's how we've kind of developed the syllabus here. So this is for nursery, level 2 is for lower KG, the third book is for senior KG. Okay. So this is about these books. This book costs 500 rupees. That's already there since a long time. Each individual book is for 250 rupees. But if you get them all together, you get it at 500. So in together, this entire set is for 1000. It's a very good way to learn chess, and you can also gift it.
We'll also try to keep a nice tote bag of ChessPa if they want to gift it.
Yes, it's available in the link in the description. You can go and buy it. The books are for pre-order. They will be launched on 11th of December, so you'll get it in a few days after that. And yeah, I want to give a big shout out to Ketki Kulkarni, who's the illustrator of these books, who's done a phenomenal job to build this all together, with Amruta, who's never really keen on coming in front of the camera. She's holding it right now and shooting this, and I'm very happy that we are able to build this up. This is a project which I think will last for a very long time. It's not like it has a life of a very short lifetime, but this book which we started off now adds in value because of these books, and the ChessPa family will keep growing.
And also I think they will solve a lot of coaches' problems who say ki before, if you are not 5, you cannot come to my class. So now they know with this they can just have them, and those kids can be solving something, looking at the book, and nothing really they have to do much. Just look at the book.
Yes, use it for your young kids, for your students, and let's spread chess to more and more people.
Sagar, how excitedly on Children's Day you were solving those addition problems in the book.
Yeah, there are very nice problems. In fact, I would say I've been talking about kids, but I know that ChessPa as a book has been loved by many elders as well. So these books are of course also very interesting for anyone who enjoys some tricky things, and every a person has a kid within them. So who knows?
Happy Children's Day.
Happy
guys.
Children's Day. You will also love the book. Check out the link in the description. Bye bye.